Well, good afternoon, Coasters, and hey, what a great day it's been. Now, it's a big welcome to the Coasters Weekly, and remember, it's the beginning of the silly season, where politicians around New Zealand will offer us cash and all sorts of things to get your vote. A bit like selling fridges, I reckon. Anyway, what a week it's been. And our most watched interviews this week have been Henry Adams with his mining in the Arahura Valley. Brilliant stuff, Henry. God, they were good interviews. We've got Mertz with his lettuces. Now, that was a bit unexpected. Actually, it was unexpected for me when I did the interview. It was amazing. Just 10,000 of this and 10,000 of that. And of course, there was the interview with Ian Phillips when he was visited unexpectedly by Tania Gibson, the Grey District Mayor. He's one clever guy. We call him our Grand Master of Copper, right? In the coming week, we also interview Chris Birchfield, and he's on the Tiramacau, got an alluvial gold mining operation, very tidy. The area that he's in has been mined for over 150 years. And of course, the Birchfield family, well known across the coast for their ability to shift dirt. The planning, the building, and the opening of the Tiramacau Bridge, big feature this week. You'd be amazed. You know, it started in 2014 when it was announced. 2016, it was up and running. And then it was opened in 2018 where we had that massive protest. It was a great day. Sun shone, lots of people, very respectful. Now, the Coasters Pass this week is all based around the village of Punakaiki. Punakaiki is a special place for many of us. And you have a look at the video footage there. Some of it's a little bit old, but not a great deal's changed. And wonderful place to stay. You can visit Pancake Rocks, Cave Creek, Truman Track, go up the Parari River, go up the Punakaiki River, just go down the beach and wander. Beautiful place. Now, the next part of the Coasters Weekly, we have a couple of guest artists. And once again, we've got Mark Raffles. Now, Mark's pretty well known on the coast. He lives these days up in Golden Bay. Nice guy and a bit of a deep thinker. Hey, tell me what you think about it. And of course, we've got the interview with Ian Phillips, the Grand Master of copper. Some of the things he builds will blow you away. Now, we have two coast characters this week. One's Jennifer Ross, and Jennifer was a mainstay of the Westland County Council back in the day. Comes from a pioneer family of firefighters, great people, footy players, you name it. A very interesting interview. And then we've got Sarah Olsen. Now, Sarah Olsen went to Westland High School, son of John and Raylene, and she's now, and has been for a number of years, one of the top neurosurgeons in Australasia. Pretty big. It's big stuff. Interesting interview. If you want to Google her, have a look at her CV. You'll be stunned. And she's just one of a number of outstanding people that come out of Bulahai, Greymane, Westland High School, and Southwestern Area School. We've got some staggeringly good people that have come out of there. Now, great news for the entire coast with Mark Monsieur raising the funding for the mining underneath Waiuta. Now, he's been on that for 3 or 4 years. The grades underneath Waiuta are extremely rich, and it's an area that only stopped mining because the main tunnel collapsed. Well, Mark's going to come in from underneath the conservation estate, and it's going to produce probably 100 jobs. Massive for Reefton, which will be the base. The service centre of Greymouth is going to do really well. Westport will get the spin-offs, but the best part overall is it's brilliant for the coast and brilliant for New Zealand. Now, this week, Patrick Phelps, he's hooked into it with his mining matters, and he blows away the myth of solar panels. So you might be wondering what the myth is. Have a listen to Patrick. He's a clever fella, and he cuts through some of the nonsense being blown about by the extreme greens. I bet you didn't think I could get to the end of this interview without talking about that. Now, I see the West Coast under attack. And the thing that they will have all noticed in these extreme groups is we're hitting back. Now, listen, enjoy the Coasters Weekly, and I'll get cracking on next week's. Catch you later.